Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. Welcome to Guts, the action sports show that's gonna make you sweat. And now today's fearless players wearing the blazing blue from Williams Middle School. Mandy from the Mad Dog Flood. And the Rebel Red from Pine Hills Christian Academy. Flying Ryan Gilbert. And in the prestigious purple from Waterbridge Elementary School, Fresh the Crusher Martin. Hello everyone, I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena, home of Nickelodeon Guts, the action sports show where kids live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today's players will be competing in 4 spectacular events, and after that, they'll get a chance at tackling our radical rock, the Aggro Crag, where almost anything can happen. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and he or she will be able to take home a glowing piece of our awesome rock. Now remember, all of our events are specifically designed with our players' safety in mind. Our players will be wearing safety equipment, and we'll have a professional stunt coordinator and stunt spotters with them at all times. So please, don't try this at home. Now our next event, or our first event I should say, is going to make you feel like Troy Aikman connecting on a couple of touchdown passes. We're going to give you a little hype with our elastic cord. We're going to go to referee Moore Quirk for the rules. Mo.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will jump off the aerial bridge with a football in their hands. The object of the game is to get as many footballs through the tyre as possible in 60 seconds. Players must bounce off the ground before they throw, and the player with the most balls through the tyre at the end wins. Mike.
All right, so as you can see, our players getting up on top of the elastic bridge. Some help from our stunt spotters up there getting situated. There's a look at our camera through our tyre, where our prestigious purple player, Chris, will be throwing. And it looks like they are ready to go.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and there's a look at all 3 of our players as they get the height. And it looks like in the middle, that's Brian, our red player, the Rebel Red, connecting. It is Chris and Mandy with another one. A good competition so far. It looks like all of our players have terrific form as they releasing the football at the apex of their jump and just knocking it in. Take a look right there at Chris and Mandy. Oh, look at the energy on Chris and Mandy's face, both connecting. It's a close one right here, folks. They have definitely got the points, and look at, there's a shot at Chris. He's loading up that tire with plenty of footballs today, folks. Imagine Lawrence Taylor coming at you full stand and just saying, hey, sorry, Larry, I'm throwing this one over your head. And I'm going to connect a little touchdown. We got time running out, and it looks like every one of our players has been knocking plenty of footballs. Perfect form, nice arm on that one. There's another shot at Chris. And time has run out. So all of our players, as they get down off of the elastic bridge, we have an individual judge assigned for each player, counting up the footballs and giving the results to Mo. Let's go to Mo and get him.
In first place was Chris in purple with 10 footballs. In second place, Brian in red with 8 footballs. In third place, Mandy in blue with 7 footballs.
So a close competition, 10 to 8 to 7. As I said, all of our players doing very well. And look at the form right here as Chris goes low. And I didn't even think we had much more room left in that net for any more footballs. He did an excellent job on that first event. And let's talk to him right here. How did it feel to be throwing the football that high up in the air?
I felt like I was flying.
Now, was it hard to aim at all?
Not really.
Obviously not. He got 10 in there and he took first place. Let's check out where we stand on the leaderboard right now. Mo.
Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to Chris in purple. In second place with 200 points, Brian in red. In third place with 100 points, Mandy in blue.
An excellent first competition. Our players showing their athletic prowess. And right now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Mandy Mad Dog Flood is a rabid competitor whose bark is as bad as her bite. When Mandy isn't mauling the competition, she's maintaining her place on the honor roll. For Mandy, guts equals good times.
All right, and I believe Mandy's ready to bark her way up a cargo net in our next event. It's called basic training. It takes place in the other portion of our gym. Our obstacles change every day. Let's take a look at what we got working here today. That's the cargo net, then the tightrope walk. They got to get on that platform and jump into this airbag into the tire crawl, and then up this wall climb, down the tube slide into the pool where they'll say hi to Joe. Hi, Joe. Let's talk to Mo.
Mike, our players will be timed from starting line to splashdown. They must complete each obstacle before moving on to the next one. Best time wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, Mandy Mad Dog is ready. As she gets up, the cargo net, and I told you she'd bark her way up there. She certainly did. Mandy with 100 points going into this event. She's in third place. She needs a good finish into that airbag. A nice rollout as she is getting ready to go flying through that tire crawl, and look at the grit and determination on her face as she makes it up the wall climb and then down into the tube slide. That's a slippity slide, slick guts cam. Showing the tube slide pool finish. And let's go to Mo and find out the results. Mo.
Mandy clocked in at 29 seconds even.
29 seconds for time to beat. And Brian, Flying Brian they call him, he's ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, well, let's see if Flying Brian can take flight up the cargo net and across the tightrope walk, because he's going to stand on top of that perch. Oh, and he almost fell, but he held on. Incredible arm strength on that one for Brian. Just showing just what the Guts players have. You want to answer to the question, do you have it? This guy's got it. Look at him get down the tube slide and into the pool. After slipping on the tightrope walk, let's find out his time.
Brian clocked in at 26.1 seconds.
26.1 seconds. Now the time to beat. And Chris, our first place finisher in our football competition. Let's see what he's got here.
On your mark, get set.
All right, Chris. Wearing the prestigious royal purple. Gets across the tightrope walk. They call this man the Crusher. And let's see if he can crush the competition here. Rolling out of the airbag. He's at 18 seconds. He's going to make up good time right here. Look at him make it through the tire crawl. Oh, my God. This man just made it down the wall climb. Great time. It's going to be close. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get up that wall climb faster than the Crusher. Just crushed that wall. And let's find out the real time from Mo.
Well, Chris clocked in at 26.8 seconds. That puts Brian in first place, Chris in second place, and Mandy in third place.
Look at how close our players were right here. Take a look at Brian as he was, just fell off just a little bit on the tightrope walk and then into the airbag. And we've got Brian right here, right next to me. Brian, on that last event, you had a little trouble on the tightrope walk, but right into the airbag. How did it feel to jump into that thing?
Felt pretty good. I mean, going in that airbag, jumping down like that's pretty hard because you got to get out of there quick and it goes down real low, so pretty fun.
All right, and over here, the Crusher, we got you right here. I got one question. I've never seen anybody climb up that wall climb faster. Beautiful job on that. What did you think about that last event?
Well, it was sort of hard, though, and the water's cold.
The water's cold. We'll get him dried off while we go to Mo and check out the leaderboard. Mo!
Mike, Brian in red and Chris in purple are tied in first place right now with 500 points each, and in third place, Mandy in blue with 200 points.
We got a tie score between the Crusher and Flying Brian. But we got more coming up. As a matter of fact, Mandy's gonna have her guts spilled. You stick around, a pool competition coming up. Welcome back to Guts, the action sports show that asks, do you have it? Yeah! Our audience getting ready for our next event, but right now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Flying Brian Gilbert is an 11-year-old baseball MVP. If you can't find Brian on a baseball field, he's probably flying downhill on his bike or floating across the water on his water skis. For Brian, guts equals daring.
All right, well, it's time for Flying Brian to get into the water, because our next event, Whitewater, we're going to turn our Guts pool right here into a raging river with rapids flying right through it. Our players are going to have to maneuver their rafts right through that water and get to the other side. Let's talk to Mo about the rules. Mo.
Well, Mike, each of our players will maneuver their boat around the buoys and high-five the spotter at the end of the pool. Fastest time wins. On your mark. Get set.
We got to fire up those jets first. All right.
And on your mark, get set.
All right. And Mandy making her way around that first buoy. And look, as the rapids pushing her raft from side to side, but she's got good poise in this and good balance as she makes her way around the second buoy, having a little bit of trouble. And those buoys are attached to the bottom of our pool, so you can't knock them out of the way. And she's having some trouble in the corner, but continuing to fight her way through. Mandy at 32 seconds right now. She's coming in. She needs the high five, and stretching out of the pool. She's in the water, but she's got to come in for the high five, and there she has it. All right, Mandy making her way across the other end of the pool. Let's go to Mo for the time. Mo.
Mandy finished in 38.8 seconds.
38.8 seconds. All right, and Brian getting his goggles on and taking his position in the raft. We'll see what he can do.
On your mark, get set.
Brian tied for first place with Chris. Needs a good time here. Hopefully he'll come in under 38 seconds, which was Mandy's time. And from side to side, he is staring at, and as you can see, those rapids pushing the raft off to the side. He's having a little bit of trouble coming in. Needed to come in at an angle on that one, but continuing to maneuver his way around that second buoy. He's at 30 seconds right now. He needs to beat a time of 38 seconds. He needs to hurry up and get in for the high five. It's going to be close. He stretched and got the high five in there, just touching our judge. We'll get the official ruling from Mo on the time. Mo.
Brian finished in 35.9 seconds.
35.9 seconds. Now the time to beat Brian's top competitor here, Chris, ready in the water.
On your mark, get set.
All right. Well, I call him his top competitor because they are neck and neck going into this event with 500 points each. And look at the strength in Chris's arms as he makes it through. Now, see, folks, he came at an angle. He wasn't letting those rapids slow him down, making excellent time at this portion of the event, folks. At 20 seconds, he's coming in. He needs to get to the judge, though. Get to the judge. He's trying to dig, and he's going to have to stretch it with the stretch. Having a little bit of trouble there at the end, but with the powerful stretch, got the judge. Let's go to Mo for the official time.
Chris finished in 29.1 seconds. That puts him in first place. Brian in second place. Mandy in third place.
All right, 29.1 seconds. And look at Chris as he comes in with the final stretch. Excellent work right here as he comes in and digging, and then stretching, holding on to the side of the pool as he stretches and in for the high five. Great work on that, and we've got both gentlemen here once again. Let me ask you guys, how was it maneuvering your boat with those rapids? Was that affecting the steering? You first.
It was hard, because them rapids coming out the side, and you're trying to steer one way, and they're pushing you the other, so it's pretty hard.
Now, Chris, you had some trouble in the corner. What happened over there?
My paddle got caught in the side, and I just couldn't move.
You couldn't move, but you stretched out of that raft and hit the high five for the first place position. Let's go to Mo and check out the leaderboard.
Chris in purple is in the lead right now with 800 points. In second place, Brian in red with 700 points. In third place, Mandy in blue with 300 points.
All right, and right now, once again, it is time for Spill Your Guts.
Chris, the Crusher Martin, is an 11-year-old track star. When Chris isn't crushing the competition, he's smashing through walls on his motorcycle. For the Crusher, guts equals strength.
All right, and we are getting ready for our next event, Over the Top. There's a look right there at our high jump bar that our players are going to be strapping an elastic cord on their backs, jumping over our high jump bar. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, our players will get 3 shots to clear the high jump bar at 6 feet 9 inches, 7 feet 5 inches, and 8 feet 1 inch. Only their best jump is counted, and the player with the highest overall jump wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, Mandy going into this event in third place. Clear 6'9". Let's go to Mo for the official on that one. Is that 6'9"?
Indeed, Mandy got 6 feet 9 inches.
All right, she is ready for her next jump.
On your mark, get set.
All right, Mandy going for 7'5". We got an official ruling on that, Mo.
Mandy cleared 7 feet 5 inches.
7'5", so she is going now for 8 feet 1 inch.
On your mark, get set.
The highest level here in Guts. Oh, and smashing in to the 8 feet 1 inch. Let's get the official ruling on the highest from Mo.
Mandy's highest jump was 7 feet 5 inches.
7 feet 5 inches, so an impressive jump as she gets off of the elastic bridge, and Flying Brian getting in place. He goes into this in second place with 700 points. Imagine being able to jump over people's heads as you walk down the street. Yeah, that's basically the situation we got here. A 7 foot 5 inch person. Manute Bol, forget about him. You jump right over his head. 6'9" for Brian first.
On your mark, get set.
All right, Flying Brian. Let's see if he lives up to his nickname, and he certainly does. Is that official?
It is official
It
that
is
Brian
official.
cleared 6 feet 9 inches.
It is official. He hit the ground and all. That's why we do need to check after each jump.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and Brian. No.
Brian will have a second attempt to clear 7 feet 5 inches.
A second attempt at 7'5" for Brian. Let's see if he can tie Mandy on this one.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and here we go with Brian. Let's see if that's official.
Brian's highest score was 7 feet 5 inches.
7 feet 5 inches. So he is now tied with Mandy for first place, and Chris, our leader, with 800 points. We'll see if he can hold on to his first place position. He'll get 3 jumps too.
On your mark, get set.
All right, extremely important to hit the ground force. A nice technique as he powers himself. Incredible leg power, jumping right over 6'9" and clearing that easily. Let's get the official ruling from Mo.
He cleared 6 feet 9 inches. We're moving on to 7 feet 5. On your mark, get set.
All right, imagine hanging 30 feet from the air and jumping over a 7 foot 5 inch bar. Elastic Sports of Fantasy come alive here on Guts. It looks like he tied them. Did he, Mo?
Yes, indeed. He tied 7 feet 5 for Chris, now 8 feet 1.
All right, going for the world mark here at 8 feet 1 inch. Let's see if he can do it.
On your mark, get set.
He's had great technique so far. Look at that. Oh, folks. Talk about maneuvering his body over there. And look at the smile on his face. 8 feet 1 inch. A world mark right there, folks. Phenomenal performance from Chris, our leader. Let's get the official results from Mo.
Chris in purple cleared 8 feet 1 inch. That puts him in first place, and tied in second with 7 feet 5 inches each. Brian in red and Mandy in blue.
All right, take a look at Chris. On the regular high jump that you would see in the Olympics, this would beat that world mark and look like Superman right over that. Wonderful work on that. And we've got Mandy right here who tied for second in that event. What was your strategy in that one?
Just to hit the target and try to go over it.
Hit the target and try to go over it. A good strategy if you're going to be jumping over a high jump bar. Let's go to Mo for our leaderboard standings.
Chris in purple is in the lead right now with 1,100 points. In second place, Brian in red with 900 points. In third place, Mandy in blue with 500 points.
She can hit the mark, but can she hit 8 actuators and get to the top of a mountain? You stick around, you take a look at that thing. The crag coming up. Welcome back to Guts, where we are getting prepared for our final event, the Ultimate Challenge, the Aggro Crag event. Let's go to the leaderboard and check out where we stand. Mo.
In first place after 4 events is Chris in purple with 1,100 points. In second place, Brian in red with 900 points. In third place, Mandy in blue with 500 points.
That's a look at where they stand. Now let's take a look at how they got there. And take a look as Chris, the Crusher, shows his powerful leg ability and his great aim. Let's get through that and watch Brian right there as he slipped off the tightrope walk, but came back for a first place finish in that. And then here we have Mandy as she knocked down that one, but she had a nice finish on that. And then the Crusher flying right over that one and taking first place in that event. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, this event, the Aggro Crag event, our final event, our ultimate challenge, the challenge that will have a lot of surprises for our players here today. Falling rocks, snowstorms, slime, floods, water, smoke, a whole lot of obstacles, actuators to hit. Big challenge. Let's go to Mo and find out the rules. Mo.
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. Mike.
All right, so as our players get ready and that mountain smoking with activity, let me remind you that the points have skyrocketed in this final event. Third place being worth 375 points, second 550, and first place a whopping 725 points. So this game is far from over. The mountain will decide it once again, and let's go to Mo for the start.
Players, on your mark, get set.
All right, and they are off. As you see, Mandy getting up on top, en route to her first actuator. That's Chris the Crusher. He is in the lead right now. Is Brian getting his first actuator too? There's a look at Mandy, and there's the Crusher trying to make his way through that smoke. And that is very difficult to find your way through all of that smoke and the snow. Remember, folks, they must hit all 8 actuators. And it looks like the Crusher has missed one. He's going to have to go back down. He's in first place. It looks like Mandy could win. She's on the left. Who's going to make it first? It's real close, folks. The Crusher, Mandy, Brian. It's all 3 of them. Who's going to be first? Oh, Brian looks like first. The Crusher second. And Mandy third. Ladies and gentlemen, an unbelievable finish for the Aggro Crag event. We're going to have to go to Mo and get the official results on that one. An unbelievable event. Let's go to Mo.
In first place on the Aggro Crag was Brian in red. In second place, Chris in purple. In third place, Mandy in blue.
Talk about the Aggro Crag deciding it once again. Take a look as Brian tries to get his feet in position to hit that first actuator. Locks in on that one and heads for the second one as the snow and smoke cloud his way back up. And then Mandy and Chris and Brian, as you can see him slipping right there as he was getting back up, finally makes it up to the top. Unbelievable performance here today. The Aggro Crag event. The Crusher with also a great performance, having some trouble missing an actuator, almost being at the top of the mountain, and then coming back down to hit an actuator and coming in second place position. Fantastic with all our players today. Let's go to Mo and check out our final leaderboard. Mo.
These are the final standings. In first place today, Chris in purple with 1,650 points. In second place, Brian in red, 1,625 points. In third place today, Mandy in blue with 875 points.
An unbelievable performance, as I said. And the bronze medal going to Mandy, our blue player today. And the silver medal going to Brian, the winner of the Aggro Crag event. A great position. And the gold medal going to Chris the Crusher. If he didn't come back down from that crag and get up to the top of it second, he wouldn't have got that. Give him a piece of that rock. He's the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, some great competition here today. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. Do you have it?
All Guts players compete in Reebok athletic shoes, who reminds you that on Planet Reebok there are no boundaries.
Guts was recorded in front of a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida.